All right, just before the break, we talked with people who have seen huge increases in the valuation of their properties. That can be a good thing because your property actually is gaining value, and when you go to sell it, you get more money for it, but can also be a bad thing if you're having to pay a lot more in property taxes because that value just keeps on going up. Let's show you some numbers here. Last year, this is how many people protested their appraisals in the 4 big property districts in North Texas. Many hundreds of thousands of them. And in many cases, they were successful. Here's how many values were changed in some of those appraisal districts. Dallas says that it doesn't actually keep numbers on this, but in the other 3 counties, if we can show those, in the other 3 appraisal districts, there they are, tens of thousands of people actually saw their valuations change because they went down there and protested. If you want to protest, there is this YouTube guide.
Discuss your property values? Click it again. Welcome, you're in the right place. Click next.
Okay, that was posted by Chandler Crouch of Chandler Crouch Realtors, who joins us live this afternoon. Chandler, we did a story with you recently with our Lauren Zakalik talking specifically about this, and you put that video up on YouTube. Talk a little bit about what the viewership has been like on this, because I think it kind of gives us a little bit of insight into how many people are going through this right now.
It's been incredible. We've had over 20,000 people, I believe, watch it. It's been shared 280 times, and it's just been absolutely overwhelming to see how many people really need this information and find it valuable, and they just watch it and use it and share it, and it's been really neat.
Speaking of overwhelming, as part of the story that Lauren did with you, she talked about this thing where you just decided to sort of take it upon yourself. At first you were sort of guiding people through how to go about the process, and then you just started saying, well, you know, forget about it. I'll just go ahead and start doing their actual protests myself and filing them myself. How many of those have you done to date, and have you seen any successes with those?
Well, I haven't checked in the past hour or two, and the number is increasing exponentially. This morning, I believe the number was around 1,900 people or so that we've helped protest their property tax value. It's just been incredible. The number, like I said, it's increasing exponentially. I believe we're up to about 150 a day or so. I'm sure as soon as this airs, we're going to get another wave of people. But we were helping people just by giving information at first, and then we realized that people would take the information, and still the process is largely not understood by most people, and so there's a little uncomfortable barrier that they have to cross, and we found out that most people weren't continuing to actually protest. So that's when I said, well, if we're going to actually make a difference with this, we need to just actually help people protest. And the more we learn, the more we are able to help, and the more people we are able to reach, and word has just spread like crazy.
Now, Chandler, I asked you for some tips here for people who are interested in protesting their valuations this year, and a lot of this, you know, is Tarrant County specific, but really a lot of it applies if you're anywhere in North Texas. And the first 2 things that you told me on the list that you sent over was A, appraise or rather protest your appraisal no matter what, and B, if you bought or refinanced your house since the 1st of 2016, send in your appraisal or your closing statement, because basically that's going to help make the case for you right there.
Absolutely. The decision that everybody has to make is going through this process worth it for me? And the answer is going to be different for every person. Some people's appraisals are really valued significantly incorrectly. I don't know how to say that right, but it's just way off from what it should be. And other people probably look at their appraisal and they realize that the market is really increasing quite a bit. Their property values are going up, and so an increased appraisal, Central Appraisal District appraisal proposed value may be warranted. I would still say every single year, the way that these counties have made it easy, it makes it worth it for every single person to at least take the very first step. But you're right, if the value is off significantly, then it's probably worth their time to take additional steps, protest maybe in person, and surely if they bought the house or refinanced in 2016, it's just a no-brainer. Every Central Appraisal District website has a way that you can upload that documentation and get the value of your property brought down to whatever it was valued at in that transaction, and it just helps tremendously. You absolutely have to do it.
All right, and we shuttled through your other tips there, going to an informal protest prior to your hearing date, also also getting comps from your realtor. What are the other houses in the neighborhood selling for? And if you do a formal hearing, you definitely want to do your homework ahead of time and maybe check out some videos or go to some formal hearings from other people because they're actually open to the public. Chandler, we have included your video, your how-to video with this on our website, WFAA.com. So folks out there, if you're looking to protest, that might be your video to check out. Chandler, thanks for taking the time with us. I know that you're extremely busy right now.
Absolutely. I'm very busy, but I really appreciate you doing this. I've become more aware of the need since I've done this, and it's just a tremendous service that you're doing just covering this story, so thank you.
All right. Thanks, Chandler. If you are planning to protest your valuation, by the way, pictures are very important, and you should know that in the Dallas Appraisal District, they went out and snapped brand new photos of every single property back in 2015. I was actually out there with them, and we did a story on that. So don't take them old photos because they know what it looks like as of 2015 for sure. They only got an exterior pic of the front though. Certainly if anything has changed for the worse since then, definitely take pictures and snap photos of any problems on the side or back or interior of your house to help make your case.